smoke all in the air. Feel like I can't trust a soul. Put that on the man of steel.
Alright, let's get straight into it, man. You already know what's up. Should have had the stuff rolled up before the content even loaded up, man. YSL Mounk Tounk.
Yelling at me like I'm your child or something. I'm not your child.
You are not.
You talking aggressive to me. You don't intimidate me. All them guys over here. So if you would have came to me and asked me that, I'd have told you the same thing. What if they was in my face or not in my face? I'm not scared of them or you.
Yes, sir. Miss Love, can you please stop hollering at me because I'm not your child? Yeah, that Mounk Tounk. Miss Love got her get back today. Judge Whitaker revoked this man's probation.
Both asked by the prosecutor and the court at his plea hearing that failure to abide by any of the terms would constitute a violation of the agreement, and he was notified that the entirety of his probation could be revoked.
5 years, he got to go sit down. He was on 30 years probation, which is insane in itself. How do you sign a plea deal for 30 years of probation? You knew you was going back to jail at some point. There was nothing you were going to do in 30 years that you was going to get away with, bro. You shouldn't even sign that. Your lawyer should have been fired immediately. That was a payday for him. That had nothing to do with him trying to look out for you. He wanted the check. You on the RICO for count 1 and count 30, and you signed for 30 years. Like, that's stupid. But Judge Whitaker did say something today that kind of threw me for a loop.
I actually view this much more akin to perjury, frankly, than a technical violation. And the sentence for perjury is up to 10 years. I am going to...
She said he committed perjury. So if this man committed perjury and is punishable up to 10 years in jail, and you're only going to give him 5, okay, cool. You looked out for him, supposedly. What about Mr. Sprinkle, who been up there lying under oath? What about Detective Dennis, who been up there lying under oath? What about Gaither, who been up there lying under oath? That's not committing perjury?
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
So we don't charge these people. We don't do nothing to these people. What about Miss Love, who be lying? And she under oath more than anybody because she's a fucking district attorney. Make that make sense for me. And then you have the nerve to tell this man this today as you revoked his probation.
I do appreciate the fact that this particular violation is a non-violent violation. But I also appreciate the fact that some of the many reasons why this could have occurred include the fact that there is just not a proper regard for the judicial system and the seriousness with which an oath in court needs to be taken.
Huh?
That shit is beyond me, Miss Whitaker. Like, I be trying to look at it and be like, oh, maybe she ain't really being biased. You so fucking biased for the DA. Because if you can say that shit to that man as you send him into custody.
Brother, do I gotta go there?
Miss Love and Miss Hilton and the rest of the DA, they don't have no respect for the judicial system or your courtroom or your rules.
Let's start there.
Every time you ask them to do something, they never do it. You just told them it's okay for 11:59 tonight as long as they turn in what you've been asking them to turn in for weeks now. How do you have time to file motions, Miss Love, and try to revoke people's probation, but you can't do what the judge is asking you to do in a trial that's going on right now in present time?
It hit different.
Make that make sense for me. But like I said, man, this ain't gonna be no long video, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. And if I see Miss Love in court on Monday, bro, Miss Whitaker better rip her. How you let her come sit up in your face for this hearing to revoke this man's probation, but she done skipped out on court on you all week after you done held her accountable, trying to make her do her job all of a sudden. Man, don't be like Glanville and throw your career down the drain. Come on, Paige, get it together.